Hello, School District of Indian River County. This is your Superintendent, Dr. Moore, with another Get More Connected, our very first one for the 24-25 school year. We certainly hope each and every single one of you had a wonderful summer vacation, but we are 1 week away from opening the 24-25 school year. That is right. First day of school is August 12th. So now is the time to help our students get ready for August 12th, meaning we're going to get to bed on time. We're going to start waking them up a little bit earlier so that transition to returning on August 12th becomes a little bit smoother. Another thing that you can do is make sure you, with your son or daughter, visit our one-stop shop. It's on our webpage. Pretty much all of the information that I'm going to talk about for the remainder of this Get More Connected can be found at the one-stop shop. Everything that you need to make the opening of schools as smooth as possible. So orientations are this week. It is very important to allow your son or daughter, as well as yourself, to get acclimated, meet the new teachers, see the campus. Just reduces the stress. So it's an absolutely outstanding opportunity to come to the school, walk the campus. So if you are working, ask your supervisor or your employer for this time off. Let them know how important it is. As a community, this is something we all want to support, making sure our families, our parents can actually have the opportunity to visit with their son or daughter the school that they're going to be spending so much time at. So on the screen now is the schedule. There's varying times, but they are this coming week. A little bit later in the week. So review the schedule and make sure you're able to get there during those times. Meet the staff, meet the teachers, familiar with the drop-off, any very specific questions you may have for those campuses or those administrators. You definitely will have the time during those sessions. As a reminder, maybe you're visiting you're moving from elementary school to middle school or middle school to high school. On the screen now are our start times. Elementary starts promptly at 8:50 with a dismissal of 3:30. Middle schools begin at 8 and dismiss at 2:41, not 2:40, but 2:41. Our high school, 7:05. Yes, that's an early start. So if you're new to ninth grade, let's begin that transition now. So you are prepared and ready to go for that instruction right at 7:05 and then dismissal at 1:52. It is very important in order to get access to schedules and information, the online platform in focus. These are all of the forms that need to be completed, and we've made it as easy as possible for you. We have 95% of our parents participating on this application. You can simply click on there, and it will walk you through all of the information that you need. Reviewing the code of conduct with your son or daughter is extremely important, and then understanding all of the logistics that it takes to successfully navigate a school system as well as a school. All of that's right there. It is a great thing to do together. And then we want to encourage all of our families. Two things here are food and nutrition, making sure the meals are ready to go. You can pay online for your lunch or breakfast for your lunch for your son or daughter. Very, very easy to do. And I would encourage everyone to fill out the form for free or reduced lunch. In addition to receiving free or reduced lunch, you also can get free SAT or ACT waivers based on this information, discounted college application fees. So there's other perks that you may be entitled to by simply filling out this application form. It is now online. It's not something you have to get out of the book bag or anything like that. So I would encourage you to make sure your son or daughter is ready to go for lunch in that first week, as well as filling out that free or reduced application form. And then back to school sales tax. This started July 29th and goes through August 11th. And so many resources that are available come at no additional sales tax, including things that we need for uniforms, lunch supplies, lunch boxes, supplies for school. Just an absolutely outstanding. So please take advantage of that in the coming weeks. And then don't forget, we are requiring IDs. Students will be receiving their IDs the first couple days of school, and then we'll have the time to provide new IDs for students who are new to our system. But at the beginning of the second week, or as soon as we have them all distributed, it will become a requirement Safety is the absolute priority for our school system, and making sure every person who is on our campus belongs on our campus is job number one. So IDs are very, very important. Some of our high schools have well over 1,000, 2,000 students, and it's just impossible for the team to know every single student who's attending those schools. So we need to make sure if they have that ID, we know they belong and are part of that school family. So it is extremely important that we make sure we all have our IDs on. As well as the dress code. Please visit your school's website. Make sure you understand what the specific dress code is. We are a zero tolerance of violating our school dress codes. We will be checked and monitored each and every single morning as students walk into the school, which means at the end of getting into the school, it will be done. Everyone will be in uniform. Everyone will have the ID, and we get down to the business of teaching and learning. So please make sure you are in uniform. That will be enforced from day one. And then registering for your bus. All of this information is online. It's extremely important to get make sure you know where that bus stop is, as well as the depot stops that may be available to you. If you just visit this information, it is going to be extremely busy the first couple days of school. And we don't want anyone to be frustrated or backlogged waiting to receive information. Now is the time to get on there, register the bus. If you have any questions or concerns, you can get them addressed right now, because when school starts, it's going to get a little hectic for a couple days. We know we'll get transportation worked out. We always do. The goal is by that third day, drop-off and pickups are happening well over the 95% in terms of picking up your students and getting them home on time. Just some simple safety rules. We are going to put 70 buses back on the road come August 12th, and we've been very used to not having buses on the roads all summer long, but they will be back. So if you look at the slide here, if it's a two-lane road, you're stopping whether the bus is in front of you or you're on the opposite side. If there's a direction or traveling in both directions, there's a change lane in the middle, you're still required to stop. You only don't stop when there's a barrier in between the two roads, but you're still going to slow down and use caution. So I would encourage, and when you see a yellow bus, be aware that it's there, be aware that it's carrying our children, and we need to make sure that we're adhering to these laws 100% of the time. I want to remind all of our parents and students of our Fortify application. This is an opportunity to report suspicious activity. It is a confidential way of reporting information. It is on every device, every tablet that we provide to our students, and it is very, very effective to use. It requires us to close every report that comes in. It goes to the resource officer who's at the school administration, district administrators, myself, and we're required to investigate each and every single one and make sure that we close them out. This is for suspicious activity. It's not for food in the cafeteria. It's not for where do I get my bus schedule or things like that. It's for safety and security. So make sure that we're using it the way that it's intended to be used, because we don't want to waste any time when these come in. You can be rest assured adults are looking at them, and we're required to close them out as quickly as possible to maintain an environment that is safe and comfortable. So that is our first Get Ready for the Opening of Schools presentation. We are going to have one more Get More Connected on this coming up Friday with just the last minute reminders to make sure come August 12th, when that alarm goes off, the entire community is ready to send our children back to school to ensure that we have set the mark or continue to live up to the mark that we set for ourselves. We are an A district 2 years in a row, but at the end of next school year, the year that we're getting ready to start, the expectation is we are the #1 school district in the state of Florida, and every single school in our community is in fact an A. And together, we can make that happen. Have a great last week of summer, and we'll see you back this Friday with last minute reminders, and we'll see everyone August 12th.